So this video is in connection with your assignment number 25. Now we are moving to geometry. So what we are going to do is geometry. Starting is chapter number 14, and the heading is lines and angles. So we are going to start with some of the basic things that we have to know when it comes to geometry. The first thing in geometry is to know what is a point. In simple, I can say that a point is just a dot. Please remember, a point is just a dot. Just good enough for you to see. A point should not be having any length, it should not be having any breadth, or it should not be having any thickness. So, a point is denoted with a capital letter. Just beside it, a capital letter, please note. When we move to the next one, the next is a line. When we talk about a line can be a straight one like this. It could be something like this. This we can say is a curved one. So when we just use the word line, it doesn't mean it has to be straight. But in geometry, I am considering that to be a straight one. So when we talk about a line is something which can be extended. The arrows here shows that the line AB can be further extended if you want to. How do we name it? Now, when we name it, I name it as AB with a double arrowed line on top of it. So this is just a simple line. Now we talk about a ray. A ray is something which starts at one point. You can see that the starting point here is A and it's moving towards B. It moves in only one direction and it can be extended further. That is being shown with the help of that arrow here. When we name it, this ray here has been named as AB and it is shown with an arrow moving only in one direction. Keeping the same thing in mind. Now, if I look at this figure, our point is 0, which is common. From the point 0, I can draw as many rays as I want. So, let's say this is the ray OD, this is the ray which is OC, similarly OB and OA. If I want to draw more, I can draw one more here, let's say. So, that becomes my new ray. So I can draw it like this. This becomes my new ray and I can name it as OE. Let's take that to be E. Moving on, line segment. Now what is a line segment? What is the difference between a line and a line segment? A line is something which can be extended on both the sides, whereas a line segment has a fixed measurement between the 2 points. For example, over here, from point A to point B, the line is 8 centimeters. So this line cannot be extended any further. How do we name it? We name it as AB with a line on top of it. Now let's go to the next one. Collinear points. Now what are collinear points? 3 or more points lie on the same line. Now I've shown an example here. This line is there which can be extended on both the sides, and you can see that the points A, B and C are on the line 3 or more. So here I have shown 4. Okay, 4 points A, B, C, D. Moving on to the next one. Intersecting lines. What are intersecting lines? Two lines crossing each other at a single point. For example, here they are crossing, the two lines DB and AC are crossing at point O. Concurrent lines. Now what are concurrent lines? Three or more lines passing through a point. So you can see an example here. I've got one line, two lines, three lines and four lines. And all these four lines are passing at this point, which is named as O. So these kind of lines which are passing at a single point are called concurrent lines. And the next one, I have it here, parallel lines. Now what are parallel lines? Parallel lines are lines which are moving in one direction, or it could be in both the directions. It could be this way also. These lines could be. But what we must remember in parallel lines is the difference in between these 2 points. Wherever you take it, these two will always be the same. So in other words, these two lines are never going to meet each other. So parallel lines could be in different forms. Here I have shown it slanting that way. Here I have shown it in a vertical manner. It could be horizontal. So not only two, we could have three lines also. Let's say one more line going this way. So these could be parallel to each other. So we can say that these three lines are parallel to each other. I will come across more of it when I make the next video.